And it sure would be nice if we could open that rear door. It's getting a little steamy in here, isn't it?
It's getting a little warm. Good thing they replaced it yesterday.
Yeah. Good thing we got us a new door we can open and shut. Well, I mean, I guess that one does still have enough gaps in the door from where it's been up that might allow a little breeze through here. Tell you what, this old junk is just sometimes difficult to work on and requires a lot of trips to town, but I think we got about everything we need now to completely overhaul this disc, get it, rebuild it, and put back together. So that's going to be what we're going to try and finish up this afternoon anyway. All right, there she is, all done. Just listen to how smoothly these blades roll.
Can't even hear them.
That's the way it's supposed to be. There weren't any bearings that were actually down when I took them all apart, but most all of them were pretty dang rough, and we're about to go out at any moment. So now I feel pretty confident going to the field with it this spring. And I'm not going to say we're not going to have problems with the disc, but I don't think we're going to have problems with the bearings or the disc gangs. It'll be something else. All right, got that done. Let's get our next tillage implement in here and start work on it. All right, if you're not familiar with this, this is our new to us do-all. I briefly showed it last summer when we bought it and got a pretty good deal on it. Our other one was just, I mean, it was just slap, wore out, frame, everything. I mean, there was no hope of rebuilding it. So saw this one and got it, picked it up at a reasonable price, and we're gonna get it ready to go to the field. It's in really good shape, but it does need a few things to it. You can see some of the sweeps on the scratchers are getting pretty wore down, so we got some new scratchers ordered and going to replace them. You know, this is going to be the first time I have replaced a sweep on a plow since probably the early to mid 90s. That's how little tillage we do, and that's how long it's been. Also, the harrows right here need some attention.
You see, they got links in between each one, and it just lets them float, drag and float up and down.
But the problem is, the mounting hardware is not in very good shape. And you see, it's already elongating the holes or whatever, about to wear that through. So what we're going to do is all the links in between the harrows, I'm going to get some flat steel and make up some new pieces, drill holes in them, and then go back with all new mounting hardware. And that should last us a real long time. And then the last thing going to modify it a little bit. This is something my dad did on our old do-all that I really liked. You see right here, we got a crank to manually adjust the pitch of the do-all, either make it, either level it out to where the scratchers are just barely in the sole and then the boards are just barely dragging the sole. And normally that's how you run it. We like to use our do-all a little bit differently. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace this crank right here with an old hydraulic cylinder we had down there in the old shop, to where from the tractor we can manually adjust the tilt back and forth. And what that's going to allow us to do is if we did do a little bit more aggressive tillage, we can pull that hydraulic cylinder in and tilt the do-all forward a little bit more to where the scratchers are going deeper down in the ground, doing more plowing. But if we're just really wanting to level out some humps in the field or whatever, we can extend the cylinder and force the back end down. And these metal boards here on the back, we can force them down in the ground a little bit more to where they drag more, and they will smooth it out and level it out a little bit better. So this just allows us to adapt this implement to do multiple purposes, and instead of having to get out of the tractor and manually crank back and forth, because we might change what we're wanting to do several times within the field. Now we can just do it from the ease of the tractor. So anyway, Andy's got one of those links pulled out. I'm gonna measure the steel we're gonna need over here to build the bracket, hook that hydraulic cylinder up, and then go see Bo at J&S in Humboldt, and he should have what I need in stock, and then be a lot of fabricating this afternoon. And it sure would be nice if we could open that rear door. It's getting a little steamy in here, isn't it?
It's getting a little warm. Good thing they replaced it yesterday.
Yeah, good thing we got us a new door we can open and shut. Well, I mean, I guess that one does still have enough gaps in the door from where it's been up that might allow a little breeze through here.
Yeah, it's not suffocating, yes.
It'd be a lot worse if it was June or July. Yeah. All right, well, that's going to be the plan going forward. Alright, Andy got all the harrows disconnected, and I got the steel that we need. Alright, Andy's going to be cutting 32 8-inch long sections to replace that between the harrows, and then going to have to drill 64 holes through them, and then we'll go back to mounting it up. In the meantime, I'm going to be working on making my mount here for the hydraulic cylinder.
Is there anything more satisfying than a good looking weld? Not to me anyway. All right, we got all of our new pieces made and drilled out. Ready to go back on the harrows. And we got the new mounting bracket for the hydraulic cylinder on there made up. Now I just gotta get the right size pin and a couple of bushings right there. And some hoses made up. And that part will be done. We made some really good progress this afternoon. Should be able to, cross my fingers, get this wrapped up tomorrow, get it out of the shop, move on to the next project. It's a pretty good stopping point for right now, so reckon I'm gonna call it a day. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully it's going to be the last day on this project, going a little bit quicker than, definitely a little bit quicker than what the disc project is. Right now, Andy's finishing up drilling the last few holes in these pieces. And we got several longer pieces here. They go on the very back harrow. Anyway, they got a notch on one side to keep to kind of keep that harrow from folding back under. So now you got that done, I'm gonna take my plasma cutter and cut out a little notch on these longer ones to where they'll fit right. Alright, all the parts made up now. It's just a matter of reassembling everything.
Lots of bolts and lots of plates and lots of turning. But the test fit looks perfect, so we got a good start. Good run.
Might want to put a little, might want to put some of that blue Loctite on those nuts. I don't plan on ever taking them back off again, and don't want them coming out off in the field there too.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't plan on making these again anytime soon.
A lot of cutting, a lot of drilling. I got some information here on this old hunk of junk. It's a style forklift, but dadgum, this sucker has cost me more money. And anyway, overheated yesterday and got to inspecting, and the belt was off on the cooling fan. They got up under there, which there's literally no clearance up under there. And anyway, the pulley had come off the locking ring or whatever. You know how much this pulley is from Cat? $330. Yeah, I've gotten to the point in life where prices from John Deere and Case IH generally don't shock me, except every once in a while. I've never been failed to buy Caterpillar parts and been shocked every time. Good grief. Alright, Andy got all the harrows back together, and I believe, everything I need to get this cylinder mounted back up. So we'll do that so we can pick it up, fold it up, and start changing some plows. It's March 1st and we're down here in the shop and I'm sweating. It's too early in the year to be sweating.
Yeah.
Of course, we might not be sweating if we could get that other door open.
They have a snare door for that.
Where'd winter go to? I want winter back. I might just start moving up north so we got longer winters. Spring's getting here way too quickly. Anyway, here's the finished result of my hydraulic cylinder, if that old thing still works. It's probably been sitting in the old shop probably ever since I was 5 years old, so the seal's probably dry rotted and crumbly and whatever, but we're gonna put some oil through it and see if it actually works. Well, anyway, like I said, that's we can control that cylinder to push the tongue down or bring it up to control the fore and aft pitch on the do-all there. New hoses made. Welded some new routing brackets for my hoses so they don't get tore up. And Andy just got done mounting up brand new brackets on our harrow here. So we slap a few plows on here and greaser, should be ready to go to the field. Oh, and I had to replace a tire. That's over at Best One, and it won't be back by the conclusion of this video, but other than that, should be ready to go to the field. All right, you ready to start the tractor up and raise it up and see if we're gonna blow any oil out the cylinder here?
Might as well. See if we got it right or need to keep working.
It's getting too close to quitting time to keep on working today. I want to get this thing out today. All right, it's gonna be on the black cylinder or the black lever. Just raise it up and then just slowly work the. Good Lord. It never stops all day long. I don't know you. All right, go ahead and try it. Oh, well, crap. That didn't work. That broke my wheel loose. It looks like our angle here is off. All right, back to the drawing board. Let it down. All right, this breaks off. I'm gonna hang up my welding helmet here. So what we did is we adjusted the angle on it where it was tilted. It's tilted down more because we found out when we picked it up, with as high as this was, it was kind of straight and it was just, you know, trying to push in on that, and it broke my welds right here. So we gave it more of an angle, improved the geometry, and then we added a very thick 1-inch steel plate because we saw it flexing the tongue in and out a little bit before it popped the welds. Then we put 3 beads of weld around all of it, using a lot higher heat and a thicker rod. So hopefully that'll take care of the problem. All right, Andy, let's test her out. Go ahead and pick it up and then we'll see what the tilt does. Let it down. All right, now work your tilt there. We still got air in the cylinder, I think. Work it the other way. All right, hold up. Try picking it up now. All right, let it down some. All right, extend your tongue. All right, pick it up some more. All right, extend it some. All right, the problem's not that we got air in there. The O-ring on the piston inside there is probably bad. And it's just letting oil bypass when you got pressure on it. Like I said, that cylinder is no telling how old, so reckon we'll take it off, take it down to more pumps and let them rebuild it. Kind of what I was afraid of, but oh well. Anyway, the concept does work. It's tilting it beautifully back and forth. It's just not holding it in place like it needs to, so we'll get that taken care of. And we spent the rest of the afternoon redesigning all that, so we hadn't put the plows on, but I gotta be out of town the next few days. Imagine I have Andy replace the plows and take that cylinder off and take it to more pumps, and this project will be done. So y'all seen the gist of it. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video now. Appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you in the next one.